Good evening, YouTube world. I'm your host, Paul Italia. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. What's up, everybody? So I'd like to introduce today's guest. We got Jerry Cadorette in the house. What is up, big guy? How you doing?
What's up, my man? How you doing?
Doing well, my man. Dealing with some crazy stalkers in the arm wrestling community and all, but we're gonna get into that story soon. A lot of big things coming up, bro. A lot of topics been going on this past week. I just kind of wanted to run by a couple of those topics with you, kind of get your thoughts and everything. One of those topics that's been going around is Hermes versus Travis, man. I don't know how this came to be, but I know Artem and Travis were on their channel. I think they had Hermes along, and I think Engen popped on. Next thing I know, they start talking shit, and Hermes and Engen are challenging Travis to a left-hand super match in April at East versus West. What's your thoughts on that, bro? Do you think Travis is ready?
Well, I think Travis will do anything for money, right? And the old Travis would probably go in there and clean house, but this Travis, his son plays in the NFL. He's fucking, he's living on that curve right now, and I think that's awesome, and super pumped for him. But is he gonna actually come in equipped, ready to roll, and like the old Travis, or is he gonna come in like this Travis?
Yeah, that's the question being asked, man. And I know he's been training. Anytime he's on a podcast, you see him working that side pressure machine. And I know when he gets into the groove with the side pressure machine, he's starting to get serious with arm wrestling and all. And I know he's been doing that. I think it's close to like 5, 6 months and all. But my question is, man, is taking off a few years with all the progress and evolution going on in arm wrestling, is 6 months enough just to come back after all those years of just kind of being on the couch and everything? And what do you think, man? Because I know you did it. I don't know if you came off the couch, so to say. I think you were training pretty much the whole time and all. But what do you think, man? Do you think it's something that could happen, like, and to be at that top level of Hermes? I know Hermes is more of a right hand dominant guy, but I mean his left hand is still elite status. So what do you think,
Yeah,
man?
I think that's quite the comeback match, and I think that he better, if he's taking it for real, he better come in better prepared than we saw him last, right? Because last time we saw him compete, I think Brandon beat him left-handed, right? So I don't know.
That was my initial thoughts when I heard it on the podcast. I was like, yo, last match was against Brandon Alcessor, and it wasn't that good of a showing, and now to step it up and go right into Hermes. My first thoughts, bro, when it was going down, I was like, uh-oh, what did Travis do to Engen? He must have got Engen mad, and Engen's got his Italian hitman coming for him right now. That was my first thoughts, man. And I honestly, from the way that Travis was acting when it all happened, I think Travis kind of got put up against the corner, man. Wasn't really expecting that, kind of got set up. And I don't know, man, if he really wanted to run his mouth the way he was, but I hope he does make this comeback. But I don't know, man. Hermes, I would like to see him going against a couple other guys before that. Maybe a couple of guys from the States or something, kind of ease into this. Let's not just go right into the top of the world with Hermes and all. What's the chat's thought on that, man? Do you guys think that Travis should come back right away going against Hermes, or do you think he should get a couple other matches and kind of ease his way into things? I'm curious to see what you guys think. So,
I think that Travis could have went like maybe a Corey West match, left-handed first here, just to see where he's at. But hey, if you're Travis, you're just gonna jump right in and say, fuck it, let's see what we can do if we just go against the top. And then what does he have to lose, right? If he loses, he lost against someone that's in the top, as
yeah,
opposed to if he goes down and goes against someone that's sixth, seventh, or eighth. This way, he's going against the top three. So if he loses, he's going to say, "Hey, I lost to someone that's in the top two or three. I'll get there."
Yeah, I could see that, man. That makes sense. And so, do you have Corey West left, obviously over Hermes is left?
I would think so. So um, I would think that, right? But who knows?
Yeah, that's the thing with left, man. It's really hard to judge where everybody's at, because left really we haven't been getting that much action, and I definitely would love to see more left hand arm wrestling going down and really kind of figure out where everybody is in the top 10 in the world. Because right now, man, I don't think that we really could figure out where everybody is.
Yeah, no, it's a tough one, left-handed.
So we have another couple events coming up, man, that I want to make mention of. One of them is Travis actually has an event coming up December 30th. It's going down in Chicago. Him and Artem and Pavlo, they're all getting together. They got a great tournament going to be. They got semi-pro classes, and then they're doing the one class for the open class. And, so each round is kind of like its own super match and all. I love when Travis does that. It's always a lot of fun and moves quick and lots of action and all. I think Artem is also going to be pulling a super match that day, so that'd be also really cool to see. And we know Pablo is on a mission to be the king of Chicago. So I'm really looking to see in the finals Pablo and Travis go at it. That will be definitely an interesting. And who do you think would take the win today, man? Pablo or Travis? Right hand.
Right-handed,
Yeah.
right-handed. I mean, I haven't seen Travis competing, so you got to go with Pavlo based on that his skills are sharp right now. Even though he's coming off a loss, I think Pavlo's at least active right now. I don't think he would beat Travis if Travis was Travis back in the day. But
Yeah,
so
Pablo's been leveling up a lot, man. He went down to Bob Brown. He's been working with him as a coach, and I mean, we all know Pablo's one of the strongest human beings on this planet. Dude is built out of granite, so what a beast he is for sure. The other big event coming up is actually going down in your area on the East Coast. It's going to be in Fort Lee, New Jersey, and that is going to be January 6th. The High Five Arm Wrestling Club is throwing Knuckles Up to. I'll be making a trip for that one. Can't miss this one, man. They got an amazing card on hand. We got RVJ is going to be pulling Brandon Allen, which that's going to be exciting to see. Is RVJ taking training seriously? Has he shown up to practice recently in the last couple weeks with you, bro?
not at my practice, no.
Okay, so since you guys had the words back and forth, have you seen him since then?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope you guys start getting back to training and all. It seems like he's got his head on straight. You think he's got like 6 matches this 2024. So seems like he's really going to take things seriously. Hopefully you guys could link up and start training again.
Hmm.
Another couple of matches on that card that got to get mentioned is Cody Merritt going against Camille Jablonski, left arm. That one's going to be a good one. That is the main event that night. Really curious to see how Camille's left arm is. I know Camille is a killer on the right. He just knuckles up one, got that win against Dave Chafee, but have no idea what that left is working with. So, just what's your thoughts on that, man? Do you think Camille could pull it off with that quick press?
Yeah, we talked about this last time, and I think you know Camille is an up and comer. And remember we were talking about how I said that Cody, I'd like to see him getting in better shape because he looks like he's carrying a lot of extra weight. And I don't think he's obviously working the cardio. He may be doing the arm wrestling training, but I'd like to see Cody come in better conditioned. Because Camille's going to come in and he takes the shit for real. I like his videos. I like his training. I've commented on a few things with him, and he's a good dude, right? So I think this what the sport needs is these young guys coming in that are savvy with the social media and making nice videos. So I think it's going to be a challenging match for both people because I think Cody's going to have the experience, but I think Camille's going to have the aggression and the drive to want to make it happen. So I, I don't know if I was to be a betting man, I'd stay away from that.
Let me ask you, brother.
Common sense tells me that Cody's going to win on experience, but I think that based on if it was heart and will to win, I think Camille has that.
The thing that worries about me for Cody is the speed of Camille. I just
Mhm.
remember seeing him in person with that right arm against Dave. And I remember I think I blinked, bro, and the match was over. The whole place's mouth just dropped because nobody expected Camille to do that to Dave. We all thought it was going to be the other way around. So I'm curious to see if that press is just as quick in the left. And if it is, that could be a problem for Cody, man. I don't know how quick Cody is and all. And Cody's a outside puller, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, it's you know how it is, bro. The flop press against an outside puller, man. That's a
I
dangerous
know.
for real. And Jerry, is Camille a flop presser or is he a shoulder presser? Is he
Well, from what I've seen, he shows that he likes the flop, right? But I think a true flop would be, just as strong in a shoulder press given the opportunity. Well, it is for me anyway. And I prefer to be driving through, with my shoulder behind and my wrist cocked with a hook than I would be to uh hold on, let me the fuck is this? Uh, oh, sorry, someone's calling my phone. Um, but I prefer to be in shoulder around and driving down than just to have my wrist down. But I mean, I'm comfortable either way.
Yeah, and speaking of that, I got my hands full March 23rd at Winter Blast. I am going against my first flop presser. And I definitely want to get out by you before then, bro. And I just want to kind of pick your brain. I mean, there's no better person to talk about flop press than you on this planet, man. So
Mhm.
you got to show me how to beat your move. I promise I won't show anybody else, bro. So
Yeah, that's fine. I'll show you.
hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Appreciate that. So another one that I don't know if we talked about this last week, but they just added this one on, and it was Jeremy the Tank Petruccio against Steve Walker. And this one, I hear that they have a past. I think they met up like, I don't think it was like 7, 8 years ago in the finals or something. And I'm not sure. I think Steve might have got the win that day. So I think Jeremy's trying to get redemption and all. What's your thoughts on this, man? Do you think that Jeremy's I think taken off for a while? I think he was real active during the UAL days, and then I think he took a hiatus for a couple years. Now it seems like he's resurfacing. But we know Steve Walker, man, he hasn't stopped. That dude is serious, man. Unreal strength, got the energy, everything. So who do you think is the favorite that day?
It's gonna be a tough one to call because another lineup where Jeremy hasn't been competing, or if he has, it hasn't been public, right? And I haven't seen it. But Jeremy back in the day, he was strong. And I believe he was a tank operator in the service, and that's how he got that name. And but he's strong. I think it's just going to come down to Steve's been doing it for a while, right? And but Jeremy was good when he was doing it years ago. But I just don't know because as far as I think it's got to be a good what 5, 6, maybe 6 years since we've seen anything from him.
Wow. And have you gripped up with Jeremy or Steve before?
Yeah, back in the day, right? When I was you know, I was the champ in the UAL, and I went down there for some practices, and went against everyone, and I ended up he was one of the people that I practiced with. I had flown out to Huntington Beach to go to like this mega practice that was at like the UAL headquarters, and ended up I stayed on the table I think for 3 hours and just going against everyone, but it was a cool time.
Oh yeah. And then what about with Steve Walker? When was the last time you gripped up with him?
I don't know if we have, right? I don't want to speak out of turn and say something I don't know, but I think I have because I know him, right? But I wouldn't be able to say for sure if we did. I just know I practiced with Jeremy, right? And but I very well I believe that Steve and I have locked up on the table. I just don't know.
Okay. Well, guys, if you guys are anywhere near that New Jersey area, I strongly encourage you to get over to Knuckles Up to come in person. They got a VIP package where you get to come to meet and greet right before. You get to meet the athletes, hang out with them, then go in, get to enjoy the show. Which I mean, these guys put on a mega production. They got the DJ, they got the big screen, they got all the cool effects and everything. We got Aussie arm wrestler. He's going to be doing commentary live and all, so that's really cool. So definitely get behind these guys. The High Five Arm Wrestling Club doing big things for our sport. Also, a couple other matches want to make mention. We have top female match for the 154 plus class, and this is Merlene Berquit going against Elizabeth Mosick. And this one, I'm expecting some fireworks in this one. Can't wait to see that. We'll know who the number one in the country is after that. We also got Bike Sung Yol going against Ryan Bowen, man. So Ryan's making a trip from Australia. Can't wait to see him in action. That's gonna be great. Also, we'll have RVJ, like he's gonna be pulling Brandon Allen. That's gonna be a war. Brandon's been on a tear recently. He was just in Phoenix, Arizona. Got an amazing win over there. Went on the after pull table, just dominated everybody. He's 300 plus pounds right now, looking solid. So gonna see if RVJ can handle that. Also, we got Adam Warzinski going against Andre Sharkovich. These two been going back and forth for years. Andre's been the dominant over the years, but now we're finally going to see them in a super match format, which is going to be very, very interesting. So, and then the other one that I want to make mention is Jason Merlo versus Tom Holland. This is two battles of two table ninjas. Really, really excited about that one. So definitely get over to pay-per-view, purchase your pay-per-view. If you're in the area, come to New Jersey, January 6th, and see it live. So got to move on to another event, man, called Arm Gods going down March 23rd. And I think we talked about this a little the other day, and that was the legend Ron Bath was going to be going against Ryan Bowen, man. So really curious to see, man, is Ryan, has he did enough to pass Ron Bath, the legend, man? What do you think, bro?
I don't know. Um, I mean, I don't know how much Ron's lost versus how much Ryan's gained, right? Because Ron obviously he's been dominant for forever, and so I think that Ryan's going to have his hands full, and I think the only way that he can beat Ron, you're not going to beat Ron if you let Ron get in his position first and take Ryan his way, because then Ron's going to be able to stay there forever. And we've seen that when he beat Chance Shaw, right? And I think so. Ryan's going to have to try to beat him with speed on the go to take him to be in control and be in an offensive position versus a defensive position. Because if you get into a defensive position with Ron, it's you might as well pack a lunch because it's going to take a long time.
That's interesting, man, because I don't know Ryan to be in that quick off the jump, man. Isn't he one of those that kind of like
Yeah,
slowly? Yeah, so he's gonna have to switch things up, man. If you're right with that. The one thing I got to say about Ryan though is he's really sizing up, man. Every time I see him, he just looks bigger and bigger. So he's
yeah, and
definitely
he practices for real. So I mean, I think arm wrestling's his whole life. So um, I would expect him to be able to bring good things to the table. I'm just saying, from my perspective, what I've seen, I see that Ryan's going to have to be more offensive, hit faster, and get Ron out of position quick, rather than let Ron get into position and then buckled into there for a long match.
Now, say Ryan gets the win that day, man. Who would you like to see next? And what does that say about Ryan now? Like, he's definitely moving up the totem pole, man, for sure.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I mean,
What would you like to see him tested next if he gets that win against a legend like Ron Beth? Anybody you got in mind in the States?
well, I guess you would have to do what? Try to go after John.
Oh,
Uh, you know, yeah, because I think that would be the logical next one, right?
what about? I know. I don't know, man. I know that he beat Chance. I just really want to see that one again. I feel like Chance
Right.
has gotten a lot bigger and all that, and it was kind of shocking to see Ryan pull off that win a couple years back. I just would like to see that run back. And what do you think, bro? Do you think that Ryan
I'm
just?
sure Chance wants to see that run back too.
Are you sure about that, man? Because he might be nervous that Ryan figured out his style or something, man. Because why wouldn't?
No, I said I think Chance wants to see that run back. Chance took the loss last time.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Why wouldn't it happen already, man? If Chance really wanted, I'm saying I think Chance might be a little nervous that Ryan's got his number, man. Because didn't they
I
just
don't know. I thought the last time I heard Chance was he called out Ryan and said, not called him out so much. He was like, "There's no way you can beat me now. I'd crush him." And that was Chance talking. But I don't know.
then he canceled 2 weeks before their match. Remember, Ryan?
Mhm.
I had Ryan on last week, and he said that it cost him a lot of money. He had to cancel the Chance match and find a replacement and all. So, you know, I guess that's what happened. But I would love to see that one run back again, guys in the chat. What would your thoughts? Who would you like to see Ryan pull if he gets the win against Ron Bath? Would you like to see him go against Chance and have that rematch, or is there somebody else on the list that you'd like to see? Also, brother, another big topic that's been going on is, Ian Carnegie from Canada.
Yeah.
Well, Ian's got some big things in the works, man. Have you seen the new
Yep.
table design he's working on at all? Have you got the?
That's like an oval.
Yeah, it looks like a spider kind of. It's got the different legs that stick out, kind of. So, what's your thoughts, man? He's kind of trying to change the whole game around with the arm wrestling world as far as the table. He's got a little dip in it. It's used to so the referees won't see the small micro fouls and everything. He really believes that what is setting back arm wrestling from going mainstream is all the fouls and matches being decided by fouls rather than pins and all, and he really wants to change that around. So he redesigned the table, he changed the pads and everything. Couple of significant changes on the table and all. What is your thoughts on it, man? Do you think that we need to change the way things are with the arm wrestling table dimensions and all?
I think until I physically touch this table and try to compete on it or at least practice on it, I wouldn't be able to speak for or against that table. But I like the idea that he's taking the ambition and going after something because he's not wrong when he says, it sucks when you lose on a foul, right? To lose or win on fouls, it just sucks because the people don't want to see people win on fouls or lose on fouls. They want to see, the sport grow, and then let's see what happens when they lock up on the table and there's, man against man, right? And then just see who's more powerful, who's better. To win on fouls, it sucks. If you saw two boxes go in the ring and they just penalty after penalty after penalty, it's going to be boring and you're going to get pissed.
Yeah.
So I'm not against the idea that let them fight, and I'm also not against if it's just a micro foul and you don't gain an advantage, don't call the fucking match, right? Stop. Like, my God, it's so annoying, especially the distances that we're traveling, right? Who wants to travel 3,000 miles and then you have a micro foul and they're like, oh, foul, winner, other dude, right? It
And
just
all that money
sucks.
on the line to lose during like a micro foul, is not a good feeling and all. And
Yeah.
one of the person says in there, how does the table prevent fouls? Jay Corbin said that. So Jay Corbin, what he's saying is that with the dip in the table pad, the referees will not visually be able to see that elbow hop at all, because I think it's like think it's like 2 inch down. Or I'm not sure how low it is, but they will not be able to see small elbow fouls or whatever. So that's the whole theory behind that. And then also with the pin pad, the way the pin pad is also obstructs their view. So I like that somebody's trying something new. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's the answer, but it's something new. And I definitely agree with a lot of these big organizations. It really does suck when like you just said, when a match is decided on fouls rather than people just figuring it out through pins and all. So give Ian props, man. Guys, if you haven't already, get over to his Facebook page. Go take a look. He's got all the dimensions, and he's been putting videos up there and kind of demonstrating people practicing on that. And he's open to criticism. That's what I like about it. He's putting out 6 prototypes. He's going to have different groups try them out. He's going to have them practicing on them, and then he's going to be open to criticism. Well, different things that you want changed. I think he might be doing something with the pin pads. He might be changing something with that as well. So get over to Ian Carnegie, get behind him, support him. He's also got another big thing going on with building a league. He hasn't announced anything. I'm not gonna, I'll wait for him to announce to the public and all. But big things coming from Ian Carnegie for sure. So check it out. Also, Jerry, what else is going on as far as table time and gym lifts and everything with you, bro?
Well, no, I'm I'm progressing,
Okay, did
and as long as I'm progressing, that's always good, right? If you're even if you're only 1% better today than you were yesterday, you're still going in the right direction.
were you at practice this week on table and all?
I did not go to practice. It was yesterday or the day before. I did not go. The But I did work out at home, right? So I'll be at practice next week. The I was at work late on Wednesday. The other manager was on vacation, so I was covering. I was general manager and sales manager,
Wow.
double duty, and finance manager, right? So I had 2 of them gone, right? One of them had a death in the family and whatnot, so it prevented me from being able to leave work.
One of subscribers posted under the YouTube thing, and he said that he just did a day in the life of Paul Lynn, and he was telling me he was like, I would love to see a day in the life of Jerry Cadorette. So maybe if there's something, maybe one day we could make that happen. Maybe I'll come out there, or if maybe something we could do and just kind of show people, a normal day through Jerry Cadorette, and you
It's
know.
never normal, right? But it's it's always interesting, right? Well, I have an RV dealership, right? So having an RV dealership, let me tell you, it's inevitable. It's not if they break, it's when they break, right? It's made by people. We go through 4 seasons. It's a house on wheels, so it's just a matter of unfortunately, they're made by people, so we got to make sure we correct them and fix them as quick as possible and take care of the customers. It's difficult.
That's what's crazy, bro. You run a mega business like that, and then you got all the kids at home. You come home from a long day, and then you got all the little ones running around,
Yeah.
and you still got to fit in training and all that. And yeah, I give it to you, man. A lot of respect for everything you do, and to be at the level you are and is pretty crazy, man, for sure.
Yeah, thanks.
And guys, if you're in the chat, man, hit that thumbs up. Definitely help me out with that. I also want to bring up the topic, man. I've been going through some things in the arm wrestling community. I've been dealing with this guy, Eric Harlan, guys. He's like a stalker, man. It seemed that at the beginning he was all right. Let me first start off at the beginning, how I met this guy, and kind of catch everybody up on what I've been going through. So I think it was like 3, 4 months ago. I was about to compete in my second tournament in the Florida Arm Wrestling League, and I think I went on the FAL with Brandon Morris, and we were talking about the upcoming event. I think it was like 2 weeks out, and I told him, I said, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna go in the semi-pro class, and I'm just gonna smash everybody, bro. I'm not losing that day." I'm feeling spicy, and I'm gonna do it. Well, with that night, I remember getting hit up. I got a message from this guy, Eric Harlan. Never spoke to him day before that, never knew him. And he hit me up right away and he said, listen, man, you said what you said on the podcast, and I kind of took offense to that. I was like, oh, really? I said, what part didn't you like, man? And he said, I didn't appreciate you saying you're going to come into the 198 semi pros and win. I was like, oh, all right, man. So if you got a problem with it, do something. And he's like, yeah, I am. He goes, I'm going to drive from Georgia. I live in Georgia. I'm driving there, and I'm going to stop you that day. I was like, oh, good luck, bro. Appreciate that. Hell yeah, man. Cool. Well, the next day I wake up, and now there's videos out and post, and he's directing them to me, and he's in his car. It's kind of weird, kind of strange. And he's like acting like he's talking to me directly, and he's like, I don't like how you think you're so cocky and you're gonna win and da 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 da, whatever. So one video after the other for the next week, I'm telling you, like 3 4 videos a day. I'm getting messages 2 3 o'clock in the morning to my Facebook. And I'm like, all right, this guy's a little intense, man. All right, I respect it, man. He's confident, whatever. Well, now we're a day out from the event, and I'm at the hotel, and I'm with my girl, and I've been telling her about this dude. I'm like, this dude is a little extreme and everything. Well, I get a message, and he starts telling me, and he's like, yo, he goes, I'm coming there, and I don't like how you talk that day, and I'm ready to do anything. And like now it doesn't sound like we're arm wrestling anymore. Now it sounds like he's getting aggressive and he wants to fight. So I'm just like, yo, listen, bro. I said, I'm gonna be straight up with you, my man. Come in there with my girl. I'm going there to arm wrestle. You know, you come up to me and you bring this any other way, man, it's not going to end good for you. I will react right away. I don't take no bullshit when my girl's around and whatever, whatever. I said, so just let's keep this to arm wrestling and everything. Just making them clear, like, yo, dude, like, calm down, man. We're here to arm wrestle. We don't need to bring it anywhere else. Whatever. Show up. He's there, bro. He's all with his creepy glasses and everything. Comes up to me and introduces himself, and he's like, "I'm here to pull you." Or whatever. I said, all right, let's do this, man. So we entered a couple of classes together. Get up there, take the boy for a ride, smash him 3 times. He did good, man. He won second place in all the classes we were in. He didn't lose to anybody else that day except me or whatever. All cool. Leave there. I was like, all right, you know what? I got respect for the dude. The dude showed up, shook my hand. He was a man of his word, challenged me, went home. Okay, man. So, yo, you gain respect for me then. Well, now the craziness starts, man. Now this dude is just like starts hitting us up on the 98 podcast. We're on there. Next thing you know, he comes on there. Well, next thing you know, he drops the a racial slur, drops the N word. Everybody's like, bro, what the? Where did this come from? Ryan Grondin threw him off the podcast. Like, bro, we don't tolerate any of that. We got a lot of friends in the community. We don't play that shit, man. Do not do that. All right. Well, next thing you know, he starts going apologizing to everybody in the community. He hits up Jody Williams. He hits up Jamie Sheldon. I think Cobra hit him up and everything. Made it clear, listen, man, I'm not racist. I made a mistake. I said some dumb shit. I was drinking, whatever, whatever. A lot of the community was like, I don't want to let him back in. When I heard that, I was like, listen, man, he made a mistake. He apologized to everybody. He made a public apology. Let's give him one more shot, man, because I'm not about this cancel culture, whatever, whatever. Good for 2 3 days, goes back on a 98%. I'm not on at this time or whatever. I think I was on early in the night. Does it again, bro. Drops the N word again. Everybody's like,
No
bro,
stuff.
yeah, bro, enough, dude. Like, that's it, man. We ain't playing this shit, man. Well, next thing you know, dude, he just starts video after video trolling, making up, saying I'm a liar, I'm doing this. Now he starts hitting up everybody on my friends list, asking about me, going, I don't know you, but I just wanted to find out about what you know about Paul Italia and all. And I'm just like, all these people are sending me all these messages. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Why are you asking all this personal information about me? Like now it's gone over the line and everything. So, well, I made a post today. Well, turns out this dude has been doing it to everybody in the community. When I put out that post, I had about 50 people direct message me. They're like, dude, we blocked him. He's doing the same thing to us. He's also he's got mugshot out there. He did a home invasion on a lesbian couple. He went there and with a knife and tried robbing the house. The lesbian ended up shooting him. He ended up going to jail for
Jeez.
5 6 years. So this is what the caliber of a person we're dealing with. So all I'm doing right now is I'm just putting it out there. So if you guys notice Eric Harlan and he's approached you, and just be on call, man. This guy he's certified crazy. I don't know what he's trying to accomplish in the arm wrestling world, but he's here for negative things. Any of the guys that used to practice with him in arm wrestling in Georgia, they said the same thing. They said the dude was messaging him 2 3 o'clock in the morning, all this weird shit. So they banned him from practice. So I'm not worried about for my safety. I don't care. I'm not one of those
No.
that's going to run to the cops or anything like that, because a lot of people are telling me I should and all. All I'm doing is just letting other people know that this dude's a wacky dude. Stay far away from him. That's all I'm making it known out there.
He can't find you anyway.
Yeah, right, bro. That's it. So
You're
we
never in the same place twice.
look at this, bro. We got a super chat from him right now. Eric Harlan, $2. Dude, move on. Leave me out of this crap. Oh, so now it's me. Move on, bro. Hey, well, okay, my man. Whatever you say. Lawless Lucadors. I know you aren't talking, Eric. How many videos do you have about me and Paul? Laughing at. We tried to get you to move on for so long. Thank you, Lawless Lucadors. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, it just never ends. Like every hour, there's a new video going out about me, and there's no substance to it. He goes, Paul Italia is a liar. He puts up a clip of me on a podcast, and then there's nothing saying of what I'm lying about or anything. So just weird shit, man. But just to let you all know, stay away from Eric Harlan for sure. So Jerry, is there anything else that you'd like to talk about, man, or bring up? Got anything going on in over the holidays that you'd like to talk about?
No, just spent most of the day today out with Kate trying to go get all the Christmas gifts. I'm a typical dude. I wait till the last minute, right?
Hell yeah.
And so shopped all day. What a pain in the ass. But then then made sure to hit the bar, right? But um,
Are
but
you working now,
I
like, during the holidays, or are you off now for the rest of for the
yeah. Well, I have Fridays off. Every Friday I'm off, right? And Fridays and Sundays. But I got the Vitasel thing coming up in 2 weeks, and then
holidays?
so
Let me shout that out. So January 5th through the 7th in Las Vegas, Vitacel's got a big event, Vitacell Illuminati 2.0. Jerry Cadorette will be there, John Brzink, Devin Lorette, Sarah Bachman, Nanya is going to be there. It's going to be a lot of stars. I think CT Fletcher. Unfortunately, I was supposed to be there. I had another event coming up, Knuckles Up too. Got invited to that. I couldn't miss that. So I'll be over there in January 6th. But Jerry and a bunch of the other guys, January 5th through the 7th, will be at Vitacell Illuminati. I don't know what you guys got going on. I don't know if you guys set any like event yet. Do you know anything of what's going on yet, or you haven't found out yet?
just that I'll be there.
Okay. Got it.
Just that I'll be there, and I will. If Devin gets on the table with me, I'm gonna make him look like a bitch.
Hell yeah, bro. And you got to get that all on footage, man. Get us some
Yeah,
content for sure, bro. We'll put it on your chat.
absolutely.
So
And then
do
tell
you
tell
expect to
Hermes to
grip
stop
up?
being a wuss bag too.
Oh man, what's up with that, bro? Talk to me, man. So what's up?
Yeah,
Do you want this rematch with Hermes soon? Like,
yeah, of course I do. Right? I I I took the match knowing that I was had pneumonia. Right? It's all documented. I was in the hospital, whatever. Right? But I still took the match. So now, where's the rematch?
so he should stop going there after picking on Travis, man. Leave Travis alone. Let Travis go get a couple matches. If he
That's
wants
that's
some,
what
he
I'm
can
trying to
come
get
for his
at.
smoke right now. Let's
Right?
let's actually have this match happen where you guys are both at 100%, and you could actually say that you got the win over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what we need to see, bro. I want to see this again.
Hell yeah.
And then when do we find out what's going on in April? When are we going to be announcing that? It's going to be after January, the January
Coming up.
West?
Yeah, it's he's trying to work everything out right now. So
Okay.
there's two things going on. So we'll see.
And we know that it can't be Dennis Saplenko if I'm hearing right. Dennis, something's wrong with him with his hip or something, or is there
Yeah, I
something?
don't know. I don't know. I heard he was not doing well, right? So, but I'm not sure. But yeah, it wasn't going to be Dennis anyway.
Okay, I've been pushing for that one, man. I really do want to see that one for sure. And then what about Georgie, man? Like what do you think about Georgie? Who would you like to see Georgie next against, man, after seeing him lose against Devin and all?
Well, I would told you I wanted to see him with Hermes, but I think the right matchup for him would be well, there's a couple things, right? You got Gennady coming back, he's training again, right? And which is good, and because he's a beast. So
Speaking of
there's still
Gennady, I think just put out a supplement line, or he's got some with the supplements he shared with me the other day. So get over to Gennady's. I think it's Trek. I can't remember the full name, but get over to Gennady's Facebook page and you can see his supplement line and definitely get behind, support him out, help him out with those for sure.
yeah. So there's a couple mysterious pieces to kind of see how they fall, right? You got Gennady has the win on Devin, but so there's a rematch due there. You got I want Devin, and then I need to have my rematch with Hermes. So it's like I said, a couple moving pieces.
And then I'm
And then
hearing Evan is
you got Alex coming back too.
Alex.
So Cadorette.
Yeah.
And I think a stylistic match, which would be kind of cool, is Alex and Georgie because they both are huge top hand arm wrestlers, right? And so I would love to see that match because you get two of them and they're both big boys, right? And both huge with the wrist and the hands. So it'd be interesting.
What about Alex Kadetcha versus Artem Morzov left hand? How does that go?
I don't know.
I don't know how Artem's left. Artem's left is one of the
No,
best in the planet,
yeah,
right?
Artemis is the best one. Right? He should be the top ranked left-handed puller in the world,
So
right?
where
And
was Alex with the left before he? We've
I,
always
I
right,
think he
right.
was in the top 3 or 4, right? And
It's been so long,
so
bro. I don't even remember. I just remember him right hand beating Hermes, but I don't remember any of his matches left hand. It's been a while.
yeah, so we'll have
So
to
you,
set
you
that up.
you think you think Artem's the favorite in that one then?
Left-handed, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then what about Todd Hutchins versus David Dadicon?
Ah, that'd be a good match, right?
He's versus West 11, man. It's gonna be
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good match. I think Todd's ridiculous strength, and you can never rule him out. Um, and then Dabbit, he doesn't even show emotion when
a
he's going. It's so crazy. It's great. You watch him, you're just like, what the frank? Is he trying, or is he giving 10% or is he giving 110%? You can't tell.
he's like a killer though. When you see him in person, bro, the dude
Yeah,
looks like he's always angry. And I thought it was just like that on the stage. But remember when we were in the morning
yeah,
at breakfast at the buffet? He looked like he was ready to kill somebody on the buffet line. He don't play that.
yeah. Right. It's good shit.
So who do you think wins that day, man? I gotta say, bro, I think Todd is just on just another level right now. I don't really see him being able to stop Todd right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Todd shocked me in his last match, right? So after Todd win on the last match, I gotta stick with him, and I'm always gonna root for our team anyway. So I even if I 100% think the other dude's gonna win, I'm still rooting for my guy.
Yeah, I understand that for sure. And then this one is a really good one. Left hand is Alizan Murtov against Prunick. Left hand, man.
Yeah,
So who's the favorite in that, bro? Like
I
that's
don't,
oh
you
man.
know, I like Prudnik, so I think he's just yeah, he's very likable,
Mhm.
and so I wouldn't want to have to go against him left-handed. So I'm gonna root for Prudnik.
I just remember how fast that Alizon Murtaugh is, man, with that left. So I don't know, man. That's close. I'm not
Yeah,
even
I know. I, I'm not saying that, I think he's going to win or lose. I'm just saying I was going to root for Prudnik.
okay. I got you. And then how about this one, man? This one's gonna be like the most intense match there is on that card that day, and that's gonna be Matt Mass versus Wagner Bortolato. That is,
Oh my God, it's going to
they're
be
gonna break the
someone.
table.
Someone better bolt that table down real good because Wagner almost broke the table last time, right?
Yeah.
He was ripping it apart, and he has more emotion than anyone in the world when they're competing. And I think Matt's going to try to mirror some of that emotion, and because he doesn't want to get outshined.
Yeah.
But I think that's going to be a fun match to watch. So Matt's got that long arm and he's so tall. He's going to have to use that lever. But Wagner just all he does is I think he eats weights all day. So it's going to be interesting.
How does their styles match up, man? Because Wagner's got that press too, right? Is Matt gonna be able to handle that?
He does, and Matt's not as much of an inside puller as he is outside. And I think Matt's style is like a junior version of Devin. And so Devin's obviously more well rounded, but I think I've gone against Matt, so he's strong outside, but I don't know. He's quick, so he's gonna have to go for a quick kick, take Wagner's hand, don't let him get his shoulder behind it, and just keep applying pressure right across the table.
Where did you pull back? Was it in WAL?
Yeah, in Atlanta, and it was the year before my championship match with Michael Todd, Atlanta.
Now, Matt, what weight was Matt? Matt was a super heavy then,
He
or
won the supers, yeah, yeah.
how did that match go? I don't even remember
Not
seeing.
well for Matt.
Okay. You won 3-0 or what was the score?
No, 3-1. There was one match went in his favor. I missed the go. I got in a bad spot, and I thought I had pushed my elbow off the pad so I could get a restart. And I didn't I didn't push it off. So I got a restart, but with a loss.
So he hit first and brought you onto his side. It's like
Yeah, I missed go, and then he was on top of my hand, and I uh I was back with a bent wrist, like this, and but it was over here. So then when I pushed, I tried to push towards his side of the table. My elbow went off, and I thought I fouled. So I thought Bart was giving me the foul. I've been doing the restart,
hmm.
and nope, I got the loss. But
Why
whatever.
did
I beat him quick. The three matches I won, I beat him quick.
okay. And wow. I didn't know. I got to go watch that one. I never seen that one. I definitely got to watch. Do you remember what year that was?
The year before I went against Mike. So what was it? 18?
Okay. And where was that? What was that in Oklahoma?
Atlanta.
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 Okay. Gotcha. All right. And then a couple other matches that are on that card was Paul Lynn versus Araceli, man. That
I
one.
think it's going to be a good match. Paul's ridiculously strong, and Irakli is obviously super strong. I was watching some of his practicing, and it looked like Levon was working with him, and he had got Levon over a couple times. So obviously, Levon wasn't hitting him; he's just giving him pressure. But still, you got to be strong for that. But if anyone's ever practiced with Paul, I practiced with Paul, and the dude's strong. So I'm anxious. I'll obviously be rooting Paul all the way. And
Who you think is the favorite in that match?
well, in a favored perspective, I mean, it's gonna be. I would call them pretty even, right? I think that both of them are super talented. I think some of the things, Paul obviously travels around to practice with different people, and love that. And but I just think Irakli has some of the top people to practice with without having to travel. You know, to be able to practice with Levan, to be able to practice with Gennady, you know, and to have a whole team of animals over there. You know, it's like cage beast that he's practicing with, and so I think that's a good advantage for him. But like I said, if there's anyone in this world that puts the effort in, that's Paul Lynn.
Yeah, I agree with that. But Irakli's part of that Georgian goon squad, man. You remember when we were over in
I
Turkey?
know.
Remember they'd walk in and breakfast, bro. It was like holy shit. It was like 10 of them deep, all like monsters, and nobody smiles. They look like they're ready to kill everybody. And of course, I had to
All of them,
go.
all of them won
Yep.
except for one.
Oh yeah, yeah. And you remember what I did that day, bro? When they were all there, and the first time we went and met, I was like,
Yeah,
"Yo, going in, guys," and everybody's like, "What are you doing?" I went into the whole 10 of them, and I went right up to Gennady, and I punched him in the stomach, like joking around. And but the whole squad looked at me like I was crazy, and then Gennady
yeah.
started laughing, and then everybody relaxed. But everybody's looking at me like, "Dude, you're fucking crazy doing that." I was like, "I say what's up to the Goon Squad, man, for sure."
Yeah.
Yeah, and what other matches we got on there that I want to bring up? Oh, here's a good one, man. Here's the rematch: John Berzink versus Krasimir, man. This one's gonna be good because Krasi got the win on John in the past. I think he beat him like three times. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think times have changed though. I think John might be the favorite on this one, man. What do you think, bro?
I would favor John. I think John is he's proven to be timeless, and I think that Crosby's a an animal, and he's been competing nonstop, but so is John, and so I go with John based on experience and based on knowledge.
Yeah, I agree, man. Just from the past performances that we've seen recently, I think John's going to be the favorite because, Krasi, he doesn't look like the old Krasi. Krasi back, a few years back was very dominating, beating everybody. He's still an elite puller and, one of the best in the world and all, but I just don't have him as a higher level as today, so I'm going to go with John on that one.
Yeah, me too.
And then one of my favorite guys, man, Daniel Prokopchiak going against Mindaugas Terasitis, man. This one is like these are like the two top table ninjas, man. This one is gonna be crazy. I think Daniel is one of the best pound for pound pullers on the planet, and I also Mindaugas, man. What a ninja! Who do you think is gonna get the win that day, man?
It's a tough one to call, but I like Daniel, right? And he's a doctor too, right? Orthopedic doctor or
Surgeon,
something.
surgeon, man.
Yeah, yeah, orthopedic surgeon, and so tough to rule him out, right? I'm gonna go with Daniel just based on watching him compete is almost like he's flawless,
Yeah.
right? And it's just like he probably a surgery is just precision, and so I don't know. I'm gonna go with him, but I don't think it's gonna be a walk in the park. But he's made his matches look like they were so uneven.
Bro, with his little smirk as he's holding him and he looks at the camera and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
takes them for the ride. Like, and he's so
Oh,
small. You don't expect to do like the guy to do this. I mean, I remember when I met him in person, man, I think he was up to like my nose, and he's not as built. Like I was like, holy
yeah.
shit. But I also remember Corey Miller getting off the stage after going against Daniel and coming right over to me. And he said, Yo, bro, there is nobody in the United States under 200 pounds that will touch that man. He goes, That is a whole nother level right there. And I'll never forget that because Corey is one of the best under 200 pounds in the States. And for him to say that, I was like, Holy shit, Daniel is on another level. But then again, man, I've seen Mendagas in all these arm wars and he's the same way, bro. This dude is just total ninja, and
Oh, I'm
he.
not saying he's bad. I'm not saying
I'm
he's
just,
bad at all.
yeah, no, I'm
I'm
just
just saying is that
top two
Daniel's
top
just
guys, man. It could go either way. The only problem I do see that could potentially be a problem is Mendagas' height. You know what I mean? He's got he's very long and lean and he's
yeah.
gonna the levers and all, but who knows with Daniel, he might bring it inside. Can't wait to see that match, man. It's gonna be a good one. All right, brother. I'm gonna call it a night, my man. I
All right,
appreciate
my
you
man.
on. I want to wish you a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, bro, and Merry Christmas to all the family and all.
Yeah,
And
same to you, my man.
guys in the chat, man, if you guys can just hit that thumbs up button. We had like 100 people in here, only got 30 something likes. So definitely please help me out. Hit that thumbs up button. And we'll be back on next Friday. We're gonna keep going with the Fridays and everything. If that's cool with you, Jerry, you'll be able
Yeah,
to
yeah, sounds good.
pull and
Sounds good, my man.
if you get a lift in during this week, man, please take a video of it. I'd love to post
All
it up.
right, yeah, I'll do it. I'll
Sound-
video it this week.
All right, guys. Have a great night, everybody in the chat. Jerry, have a great